Someone in your life has smelled you and decided not to tell you. Not a stranger, someone close, because you cannot smell yourself, and everything about the way you clean your body assumes you can. There are 12 Korean hygiene rules Americans break every single day, and they are the reason you can shower every morning, wear deodorant, chew gum, and still carry a smell into every room you enter. Korea built an entire system around removing the source instead of perfuming over it, and most of these rules cost nothing. Number 9 is a problem so real that Korea invented a whole appliance category for it, while America still does not have a word for it. And the last one is something you can verify on your own body in the next 10 seconds, and it reframes everything before it. Let's start with the rule you break before your feet even touch the floor. The first Korean hygiene rule Americans break is when you shower. In a Korean home, the shower happens at night, before bed, as the last thing the day gets. In an American home, the shower happens at 7 in the morning, and then you go out and collect 12 hours of sweat, sebum, exhaust, restaurant grease, and whatever the subway rail left on your hands. And you carry all of it straight into your bed and marinate in it for 8 hours. Your sheets get washed weekly and smell off by Wednesday, and you have decided that is just how sheets work. It is not. It is how sheets work when a body that has not been washed since dawn sleeps in them every night. The Korean logic is that a bed only stays clean if the only thing that ever enters it is a clean body. So move the shower to the evening for 1 week. Keep a 2-minute rinse in the morning if you need it to wake up, and watch what happens to the smell of your bedroom. Then comes the shower itself, and this is the second rule, the one that explains why washing daily somehow is not working. Soap does not remove dead skin. In Korea, there is a word for the layer you are missing, tae, the gray film of dead cells, sebum, and grime that builds on the body no matter how often you soap it. And once a week, Koreans remove it deliberately with a rough viscose mitt called an Italy towel, invented in Busan in 1967 and sitting in basically every Korean bathroom since. The full ritual is called seshin. And at the bathhouse, a professional will do it for you. But at home, it is a $2 mitt and 10 minutes. Here is what nobody told you. Body odor is not made by sweat. It is made by bacteria eating what sits on your skin. And that dead layer is the buffet. Soap perfumes the top of the buffet. The mitt takes the buffet away. Once a week, after your skin has soaked warm for 10 minutes, scrub in firm strokes and watch gray rolls of what soap never touched come off a body you thought was clean. Once a week only, never on your face, never on broken or eczema-prone skin, and moisturize after, because more than that stops being hygiene and starts being damage, and the professionals in Korea will tell you the same. Which raises the question of what you are washing with the other 6 days, and that is the third rule, because the answer is a plastic mesh puff that has hung wet in the warmest corner of your bathroom since a month you cannot name, never once fully drying, growing a colony you then rub across your entire body. A Korean shower uses a thin cloth or the mitt, both of which hang flat and are bone dry in an hour. Throw the puff away tonight. That is the whole fix. Now the fourth rule, and it is about geography, because you do not actually wash your body, you wash the front of your body. The nape of your neck, behind your ears, the belly button, the lower back, between your toes. Be honest about the last time soap and friction touched those 5 places, because water running past something is not washing it. Koreans wash with a handheld shower head at close range, section by section. And the reason matters. Those exact spots are where oxidized skin oils concentrate, which is the compound behind that stale, slightly greasy smell on pillowcases and collars. And it happens to concentrate in the only places your own nose physically cannot reach. Your pillow nose. 30 added seconds. 5 specific places. Every night. And when you step out, you hit Rule 5, the towel. A Korean bath towel is the size of what you would call a hand towel. Used, hung spread wide, dry in 2 hours, washed constantly, because small towels are effortless to wash. Your towel is a plush terry slab folded double on a hook in a windowless room, damp in the middle for 12 hours at a stretch, which is exactly the environment where odor bacteria multiply through fabric, and then every morning you rub yesterday's colony onto today's clean skin. Smaller, thinner, spread wide, washed after 2 or 3 uses, and the wet dog note in your bathroom disappears within a week. Those 5 rules were about the washing itself. The next 4 are about the system around your body, the floors, the mouth, the head, and the clothes. And this is where the smells you cannot place actually live. Rule 6 is the floor. In Korea, shoes stop at the door, without exception. And the reason is not politeness. It is that Korean life happens near the floor. Sitting on it, sleeping on mats in many homes, children playing on it. So the floor is treated like a surface you touch, because it is one. In America, the sidewalk, the gas station, the office bathroom, and the gym locker room all walk straight across your carpet, and carpet holds what lands on it for years. And then you wonder why the house has a bass note no candle fixes. Shoes off at the door, socks or house slippers inside, and give guests the same rule without apologizing for it. Rule 7 is the one somebody in your life has already noticed, and this is the emotional one, so I will say it plainly. Your breath at 2 p.m. is not neutral, and the person who sits closest to you at work has adjusted their distance and never said a word, because breath is the one thing nobody will ever tell you. Korea handles it with a habit taught to children as the 3-3-3 rule. Brush 3 times a day within 3 minutes of eating for 3 minutes, and it is completely normal for Korean office workers to keep a toothbrush at their desk and use it after lunch, openly in the office bathroom, because there, the strange thing is not brushing at work, it is carrying your lunch in your mouth until dinner. Most of the smell lives on the back of the tongue, so the brush must go there too. And a rinse of plain water after coffee does more than the mint gum you are using as a coat of paint. Put a $3 toothbrush in your bag tonight. Rule 8 is on top of your head. Your scalp carries one of the densest concentrations of oil glands on your body. It sweats under hair all day, and hair itself is porous and grabs the air around it, which is why your head smells like yesterday's cooking and today's commute at the same time. The Korean approach treats the scalp as skin, washed at night so the day's oil never ferments against a pillow for 8 hours. Dried fully before bed, because a damp, warm scalp is a growing medium, and never buried under dry shampoo 4 days running, because dry shampoo removes nothing. It is starch, laid over sebum, a cover-up with the texture of a cleaning product. Wash at night, dry completely, and smell your pillowcase in a week for your proof. And that brings us to Rule 9, the appliance. And this is my favorite gap between the two countries. The problem is, the clothes you wore once and hung back up. The shirt smells fine in the closet and reeks 20 minutes into wearing it, because body heat reactivates the sweat and sebum sitting in the fibers, and a closed closet gave them all night to settle in. America has no answer to this problem and no word for it. Korea found the problem so real that LG built a machine for it, the styler, a steam closet that stands in ordinary Korean apartments and de-smells worn clothes between washes, and an entire appliance category called air dressers now exists there. You do not need the machine, you need what the machine admits. A worn garment must be aired before it returns to the closet. Hang it on the balcony, on a hook by an open window, 30 minutes minimum, and wash anything that touched skin directly after 1 or 2 wears, no matter how it smells in the closet, because the closet is where shirts lie to you. And while we are near the bathroom, Rule 10 said quickly and plainly, most of Korea washes with water, where America wipes with dry paper. Bidets are standard fixtures in Korean homes. And I will just ask you the question Koreans ask about this, and let it sit. If you got that anywhere on your hands, would a dry napkin feel finished to you? A basic bidet attachment costs $40 and installs in 20 minutes, and it is the single most direct upgrade in this entire video. Now, before the last 2 rules, this is the part of the system I can only sketch in one video, because the Korean method is not 12 tricks. It is a whole philosophy of caring for the body, the skin, and the daily routine, and it goes far deeper than smell. I have put the complete method into a book, The Korean Glow, the cleansing rituals, the skin and body care, the bathhouse practices, the food and tea and sleep habits behind it all, and it is at thekoreanmethod.netlify.app. Scan the QR code on screen or hit the link in the description, and back to the list, because Rule 11 is the one that flips the story. Korea eats garlic, enormous amounts of it, raw, grilled, fermented, in nearly everything. More garlic per person than almost anywhere on earth, and garlic is supposedly the smell food. And yet the smell problem is smaller there, which tells you something important. Diet matters less than the delivery system around it. What the Korean table does differently is everything else: fermented vegetables feeding the gut, broth and green tea, instead of a day of dairy and sugar, water constantly, and the compounds that do escape through skin and breath get removed by the 11 other rules, instead of accumulating in unwashed fabric and unscrubbed skin. So no, you do not have to give up garlic. You have to stop giving garlic a wardrobe and a mattress to live in. Which leaves the last rule, and it is not a habit at all, and you can test it right now. Put a finger gently at the opening of your ear. If your earwax is dry and flaky, you carry a variant of a gene called ABCC11, and your armpits produce almost none of the proteins that odor bacteria feed on. If it is wet and sticky, you carry the version that does. Nearly all Koreans, over 90%, carry the dry variant. One study ranked Korea the lowest odor-producing population on Earth, and that is why deodorant barely exists as a shelf category in Korean stores. I am telling you this plainly because honesty beats a clean story. Part of the Korean advantage was dealt at birth and cannot be copied. But sit with what that actually means. A population that biologically needed these habits least built the most thorough source removal system in the world, and a population that needed it most built an aisle of sprays. If your earwax test came back wet, nothing about you is broken. An antiperspirant is a legitimate tool. Apply it at night to dry skin so it can actually work. But understand that you were playing on hard mode with no system, and the 11 rules above are the system. That is the whole thesis. America treats smell as something to mask after it exists. Korea treats it as something that should never be given a place to live. Not on the skin, not in the fibers, not on the floor, not in the hours between a dirty body and a clean bed. 2 questions will find every remaining problem in your house on your own. Is this removing the source or covering it? And has this thing that stays damp ever been fully dry? Do not attempt all 12 this week. Do 1. Tonight, move your shower to the evening and get into bed clean. Because it is free, it starts in the next 3 hours, and by Sunday, your own sheets will make the argument better than I can. Then come tell me in the comments which rule you are starting with and what the earwax test told you, because I read those. Next week, the Korean method for feet and shoes, a rotation, a powder, and one thing Koreans put inside their shoes that costs $1. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the